Alright, attempt number 7, let's go. Keep it sideways. Oh, can block eat your heart out. Flip. That's gonna be expensive. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Forza Motorsport 7. My name is Top Secret R35, and today I'm doing a replica build of Forsbergs 280Z. If you haven't seen the series, you should check it out. He pretty much describes how to make a drift car. Here's a little clip if you haven't seen it yet. That series is awesome. You think you know what's going on in terms of drifting, etc. But it's always nice to hear it from Forsberg, who is a Formula D champion. So check it out. When a car is drifting, there are many forces at play. Lateral, longitudinal, normal forces, all three planes. So you need to set up your tires, you need to set up your car in order to combat all the forces to keep it sideways. So I've built up the car already, 612 horsepower, 515 foot-pounds of torque. And what I'm going to talk about today is the settings that I have, and afterwards we are going to put this car sideways. Let's start with the tire pressure. The pressure is very dependent on the type of tire that you have and also the amount of power and your car's setup. So I'm running softer in the back because I have so much power and I want much more grip than in the front. Alright, and then in terms of the gears, I keep those standard. I just want to bang through the 5 standard ratios. That's the best for me. I don't like upgrading to the race transmission. Makes things a bit boring. Alright, now we're getting into the nitty gritty. Let's take a look at this. So in terms of the front camber, you always want to run aggressive negative camber. This helps keep the tread flat on the ground under side load. By keeping the tread on the ground, you get better front grip and much less understeer. And then in terms of the rear camber, you want to keep this as close to 0 as possible. This helps get bite, it helps keep your nice even tire wear. The car runs natural negative camber when you accelerate as well. So then in terms of the front toe, you want to run a slight bit out. It just helps with better turning. But don't make it too much, it will make the car twitchy, so no more than a 1/4 inch toe out. And then in terms of the rear, a little bit in. I help this feels with as you come off the throttle out the corner, it keeps the balance. And then the front caster is always as much as possible 7 degrees. It really helps a drift car by making it self-steer better. You can just let go of the wheel and you can feel it feed through your fingers much better than you'll be able to do it yourself. And now the anti-roll bars. Now you want to make these stiff. Now the car is going to be jumping all over the place, left and right. So having these stiff will help the car feel much more stable when the big changes are being made when you transitioning. Now I'm running a very low spring rate here. I'm making it nice and soft because now these are race suspension. Don't forget that. But because your car experiences so much up and downs, having a stiff spring, it will just make the car twitchy. Remember, this is not a race car, this is now a drift car. And then the hella flush thing is actually a cardinal sin, but it works in this game. You really want your wheel to be able to travel up and down without any problems. And then I'm also running softer rebound stiffness and bump stiffness. Remember, once again, you don't want it to be twitchy, you want the springs to be able to move up and down without bottoming out. Downforce, just leave it as usual. And then in terms of the brakes, also you can balance that out if you want. I don't feel it helps that much. And then in terms of the diff, I got the acceleration at 95% just for a little bit of play when you under drifting while you're hitting the accelerator. And then the deceleration when you're coming off, I want it to be as open as possible as such to allow the wheels to spin differently so I don't spin out. So that's a very quick explanation there, guys. Don't take my word for it, do your own research. But this is what helped me set up this car to a perfect match. And now remember, you can go on YouTube and you can watch some guys with completely stock standard cars drifting amazingly. Alright, so there's my first corner. No clutch, no handbrake, just using the body weight to flick it from the one side to the other. and I get a nice little drift in there, pop the clutch a bit, a little bit of handbrake. Now a test that I always do is I hit it on the straight and I go left to right, and I see if that's possible. If that is not possible, then you know that your setup isn't good, your car is too twitchy. And oh, flip. Man, I thought I'm going around. Man, I chose the wrong layout. Skids for the kids. Wop, 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 wop. Oh my goodness. Might as well do a couple of burnouts after that fail. Alright, lap 2. Now let's see what this thing can really do. Oh my word, not bad. Nice little line on the inside here, getting the rear out. I could get some more angle. Now, I was thinking, imagine they make a expansion pack. I've got a couple of ideas for expansion packs. Either like a drift expansion pack where they put like proper Formula Drift cars in, and then also maybe like the runs and that you do when you actually compete against each other and things like that. Oh, game clip recorded, thank you. And then also with the modification parts, maybe not for every car, but for certain cars. That would be amazing. And then I know I'm doing a drift build video here, but off topic, if they made a hill climb expansion pack with hill climb cars and then some hill climb tracks, maybe some famous ones around the world where you can just race up to the top. I know I'm talking hanging that butt out. That's how you get some nice angles, shifting that weight. I'm thinking of my next video. I'm gonna take this car, go online and see what I can do. Honestly, online I am very up and down. Some days I'm at the top, some days I'm just absolutely terrible. The other day I think I was like 4th or something like that, but the guy who was first was 100,000 points ahead of me. I have no idea what these people are doing. Nice little replay here. Well guys, I hope this video sort of made mostly sense. Don't take my word for it. The closest I've ever got to drifting was well, we used to own like a 2008 Mazda MX-5. I hope my parents don't watch my videos, but I used to slide the crap out of that thing. Don't tell anyone. Peace. See you guys in the next video.
You feel good. You look good. You guys are amazing. Let's go.